Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Dalal Street Week Ahead program sponsored by Delta.exchange. Apologies for the audio once again. Still, our camera is not ready. They could not get the parts, so they say it will be delayed by another 1 or 2 days. Apologies once again. Coming back to the markets. Last week, it was a very eventful week. And because the previous Friday, during Independence Day, the Prime Minister announced the rejig in GST rates. So 4 slabs of GST rates may be reduced to 2 slabs. That was such a big positive news. Indirectly, most of the product prices, will come down by 8 to 10%. So everyone thought this is a very big positive news, and the Nifty also gap up open, but it closed well off the intraday high. If news is really a good news, the market should close around day's high, but on Monday the Nifty did not close at day's high. In fact, there was a 200-point intraday fall also. Then what happened after that? The incremental positive news. On Monday, auto and consumer durable stocks were higher. On Tuesday, Reliance Industries and Bharti Airtel stocks were higher. On Wednesday, IT stocks were higher. On Thursday, banking stocks were higher. But however, by the end of the day, the banking stocks gave up all the intraday gains, closed almost flat. But what happened on Friday was even more dramatic. Bank Nifty has fallen about 700 points from Thursday's close. So that was a very big fall, and nobody knew why the market was falling like that on Friday. That is despite positive global cues. Even the US futures were higher, and then European markets were flat with some positive and some negative bias. And probably the fall was, because the traders, markets were continuously moving 5-6 trading sessions. Then Friday night, the Jackson Hole Summit, the Fed chairman was supposed to speak. So that has created some kind of jitterness in our market. And the Nifty fell more than 200 points, Nifty future especially on Friday. So finally, what happened? Monday's close and Friday's close was the same, which means that the GST positive news, markets went up. Then after that, whatever the incremental positive news has come, and everything is being wiped out. But however, the coming week story may be different, because on Friday night, I was just watching the US markets, 7:30 p.m. So Fed chairman, he said probably the interest rates will come down. He gave some indication. Immediately, the US market shot up like anything. And then Dow Jones, I think 600, 700, I think 800 points Dow Jones, because I don't normally watch Dow Jones. So S&P 500 shot up nearly 1.5%. And that is not more important. The more important, the US VIX crashed by 14%. So US markets were also very jittery ahead of this event. So once this event was over, the volatility index collapsed like anything. So as a consequence, the GIF Nifty is also indicating about more than 100-point higher opening for tomorrow morning. So that is as per Friday's closing. So maybe something may happen from now to till tomorrow morning. That's a different story. But the GIF Nifty settled around 25,000. That was about 110 points higher than the Friday's close here. I'm talking about the Nifty future. So in all probability, tomorrow it's going to be gap up. However, one should not forget, on Friday, both FIIs and DIIs were net sellers. This is happening after so many months. Usually when FIIs were net sellers, the DIIs used to be buyers. So that has not happened. The next 3 days, Of course, Wednesday is a public holiday. So for monthly expiry, we have only 3 days. And then the last 3 days of the monthly series usually tend to be very, very volatile. Say for example, so that Thursday market shot up like anything. So 25,000 put option had the highest open interest. Then what happened? Friday, one day, a very big fall. And then 25,000 call has the highest open interest. Then 25,000 put there was unwinding. And tomorrow, market is going to open around 25,000. Then you know what will happen. So the markets tend to be very, very volatile in the short term. But in the medium term, we can say the market has bottomed out around 24,300 or 24,335. The market's likely to be volatile, but not going to go anywhere. The coming week, very important things, Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday, only 2 trading sessions. Wednesday is a public holiday, but incidentally, Wednesday is the day when the US 50% tariff, that is extra 25% tariff on top of already existing 25% tariff, will come into the force. But as I've been saying many times, this 50% tariff should not affect the Nifty much. If you look at the Nifty and the top 4 stocks, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Reliance Industries, and let us say Infosys. These 4 stocks alone contribute around 35% weightage in Nifty. Then if you add in ITC, Hindustan Unilever, and few other stocks, more than 50% of the weightage is by the top 10 stocks, and none of them doing business with US. And in fact, in the entire Nifty pack, it is only the pharma sector that does business with US a lot. And of course, IT does the business, but then IT is a service industry. So there is no question of tariff. The tariff is only for the products, not for services. So therefore, the damage to the Nifty should be minimum, even if the 50% tariff comes into effect. But the market works with the sentiment. So because of the sentiment, market may come down. So the monthly expiry, 1 day public holiday on Wednesday ahead of the monthly expiry, then US 25% extra Trump tariff, all these will make this market very, very volatile. So if you are an options trader, so better, either stay far away. Yesterday, even the 24,400 put and 25,400 call, both were trading around 10 rupees. So that was, still considered to be a good premium for as there are only 3 days are left. So these premiums are really lucrative. But however, if you you are a high risk taker, don't go and sell any options in the nearer strike price. So markets, can make a bigger move on either side. So if you are looking to sell options nearer strike price, better go to the next month. So tomorrow, number 1, Nifty is expected to gap up open. Whether that gap up open will sustain or not, so that we have to wait and see. And then volatility index is likely to collapse, and because this one US the Jackson Hole Summit event is over. And of course, the next bigger event is only in the middle of September when the Fed meets again. Tomorrow Asian markets are also likely to be positive. So keep watching for these few stocks, Reliance Industries, HDFC Bank, and ICICI Bank. And Bank Nifty has fallen, undue fall on Friday. So we should be happy if Nifty closes around 25,100 to 25,200 and Bank Nifty above 56,000 for this expiry. So keep watching for the recent high, that is the last Thursday's high of 25,100. So I think that's going to be difficult this month. or the next 3 trading sessions. And however, 2 days we closed about 25,000, but Friday profit booking dragged the markets down. So let us hope tomorrow Nifty closes about 25,000. If you enjoyed listening to this audio, thank you for listening.